What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the RTG career mode. It's episode number 55, returns today on the back of our win over Luton, heading into this game away against Burnley. I got that mixed up in the last episode, but yeah, today we're going to officially end a sloggy season, reach the halfway stage, and right now we're 2 clear of Man City. We'll have the Carabao Cup quarterfinal at home to Fulham, and we'll play the final Champions League game, or a win against Sporting, even a draw, actually, because they're head record. Even a draw against Sporting will guarantee top spot. So, loads to get through. The January window opening as well. Let's crack straight on. Our first game today is Burnley away at Turf Moor. Aim to stay top of the table and potentially go 5 points clear. Come on, you Swans. Starting to notice in practically every game now, there's at least one new gen or regen. And I have said before that there comes a point where, as Canoon is denied by Eli Caprile, there is a point where the game gets too regen heavy. You notice it when you're on the cusp of it becoming that way. I feel like we're 1 season away from that being the case. This might be our last season as Vasquez in for the injured Ferguson tonight, heads in the opener. This might be the final season before the balance shifts towards that regen heavy kind of save. But there's our opening goal early. Vasquez with the first of the season, and Swans strike early. Oh, no. Oh, what a save that is. Fantastic stop to the left-hand side. Yeah, early this season, a couple of shaky moments, but for the most part, as he makes another good save to his left. He's been pretty solid between the sticks for me. Don't regret the decision to replace Kyle with Clark as our number 1 this year at all. Still growing, still getting better, and looking for yet another clean sheet as well. But this time, he's not going to provide the heroics. Terrible defending from me, that. That's poor. That's really, really poor. Just hold on. Canoon! Yes. Awful defending for just let him come inside. Come on, mate. Have a bit of dignity. Canoon. Oh, it's as easy as that. Canoon smashes home the goal to restore the lead instantly. 6 man. I said it, man. He's the leader of our backup brigade, leader of the bench unit. Popped him out there tonight for Connick to give Charlie a breather. And he shows that whilst his minutes have been reduced, he's still invaluable to this team. First in the league this season. Swans back in front. Well, second game in a row where we have to grind out a 1-0 victory, but that's what champions have to do. Even when they're not their best, still get the win. 3 points on the board, back-to-back wins, and Lord knows we needed it. Because I saw as the game was going on, and you'll see here, Man City thrashed Wolves 4-2 away at Molineux, so yeah, they're coming. They got to a slow start this season, actually. I mean, so did we lost the opening day, but they're now starting to click, as they often do. And I mean, you saw the performance against Brentford on Monday night, trailing by a goal despite a Fleckend string of saves. They still ran out 3-1 victors. Man City turning into a win machine, just like in real life. Following game, we got Brentford as well, but this time not in West London, but at home instead. Once again, probably need to win, stay top of the table. So let's make sure we get it, and our 7th in a row in all competitions. Swans soaring once again. Thank you. Early chance falling with Connick back in the team. Oh, stepping through and finding Ferguson, who should make it 1-0 and does. Brentford really struggling down the bottom of the table, and then Ferguson missing the game in the week, back in the starting 11 for this one. Another goal after being rolled through. What's that now? Is that 11 goals for the season? No, 9. 9 in 14 for Evan, but still a fantastic record. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to 40 this season. I don't know who will be the first player to get to the 40 club in FC24, if any, but I am hoping at some point within this FC franchise year, I'll get someone joining the iconic 40 club, of which, again, there are still just the 3 members. Ferguson, next man to join it, we'll see. Yes, well in Sully, but just stood him up perfectly there. As I just saw in the top right that Spurs have taken the lead at Etihad, so what a chance to go 5 clear if Postecoglou's side could hold on there. Delic's ball cut out, and João Gomes will win it. I try not to pay attention to what's going on elsewhere and just focus on my own performances, but it's hard not to at times. Do you know what I mean? But it is you know, a good bit of confidence when you see one of the teams that you are battling with slipping up, you know. You know, if you win all your games, you win the title, so you shouldn't really worry about what's going on elsewhere, but it's natural to compare yourself, you know, as Ferguson heads just off target. And again, right now, 5-point gap, that would be massive, even too early on in the season. Iconic, brilliantly done. Ferguson, can you drag your man away, please? Alright, well, I'll play it to you instead then. There we go. I wanted to drag the covering defender. The covering defender said, no, I'm going to come to you. Alright, fair enough, you leave a man free. This is what I always encourage. Well, when you're running to the side, cutting into the goal, and you've got a man with you, try and drag the covering defender away by pressing the L1 button, and then you flick the right stick to make him change his direction. What it means, you might have seen Ferguson just goes to the right there. What it means is the covering defender now has a decision to make. He either needs to come closer to you, which leaves the man he was running with free in the middle for the offload, or he'll stay with the man he was running with, and that gives you a free sighted goal to run into from the corner. It's just the simplest tip when you're running on a 2-on-1. You don't want the man that's running with you, your teammate, you don't want him running with you too close to you. Initially, that's not bad. When you get close to the goal, you want him to go further away to either, again, drag the covering defender away with him, or to come towards you to give you a free man in the middle. It's one of the simplest tips I can give for when you're running through on the break. Nusa, great hold-up play, and there's Moreira. And I see Ferguson in the middle, and I also see Connick running in behind. Great hold up from Evan. And whilst he won't get a hat-trick of assists, he will get a hat-trick of goal contributions. Charlie Connick, the beneficiary. Swansea, 3-0. Come on, don't throw away the clean sheet. You know this infuriates me. Sade down the left, dinks one in, free volley, good block, and Paddy will hoof it clear, and there we go. We will see out the clean sheet for Scott as well. We were talking about Man City becoming a winning machine. Well, Swansea right now are doing the same. Another 3 points as the winning run gets extended. I will stay top of the table and potentially go a few points clear as well. Oh yes, get in. Thank you, Mr. Postecoglou. We will indeed go 4 points clear after they held Man City away at the Etihad. Right, following game, Sporting away. Unfortunately, the Alvalade Stadium is not in the game. It is Sporting away. We're heading into this clash here. Final game in the group stage. If we just avoid defeat due to head-to-head record, we're guaranteed to finish top of the group and play a runner-up in the last 16. Come on, you Swans. I know we talked about this a lot before, but as a big stadium nerd, architecture nerd as I am, just love it when the new stadiums get added into the game. It's one of my favourite dates in the year when EA announced what new stadiums they've added in. I was so pleased they finally added in the Luz and the Dragao as well, but I was quite surprised they didn't scan in the Alvalade. Because with Portugal, you got the big three, Sporting, Benfica and Porto. The fact they didn't do Sportings, that was quite disappointing, if I'm being honest, but maybe next year. You never know, maybe next year. Oh, what a ball, and Trincao is through to make it 1-0. What a brilliant ball by Victor Gyökeres, and Sporting have the lead again. All we've got to do is avoid defeat. Don't need to win. Due to head-to-head record, all we need to do is avoid defeat. But if we lose and Leipzig win, we'll drop to second on match day 6. That's a bottle. These are the games where I'm looking at the 6th man and saying, come on, bro. I need you. I need you. Oh! 6 man! AK-47, what a finish! With the weaker right foot, Ferguson to Bangura, the academy grads link up, and oh, that's beautiful. Tony Yeboah will be proud of that one, in off the underside of the bar, but look at this, the technique from the rifle. Oh, that is absolutely crisp. What a finish from the Finnish rifle. Swans with the leveller right before the break, and that is what we want to see from this guy. Leading the bench unit, leading the second unit, and performing when required. That's glorious. I guess he's not really the 6 man, he's more like the 12 man in this team. That's why 12 is one of my favourite numbers, you know. The 12th man, often given unofficially or sometimes officially to fans. Some clubs retire the number 12. As Kanunen is denied, as right now Leipzig are tied with Galatasaray, so it wouldn't matter if we lose this game or not as things stand. We don't want to leave it to chance, we want to get it done. And Saliba heads just over the bar. Get a second goal, get a goal to get in front, I'm sure that would do it for us. And there we go, our winning run ended in Lisbon, but the undefeated streak survives, and the draw is enough to guarantee qualification as group winners as well. Sporting Lisbon, man, both games drew with them. They're a heck of a team. So in the end, we didn't need to win as Leipzig drew with Galatasaray. We weren't to know that. Qualifications group winners confirmed as we go through the groups here with Leverkusen and Sparta Prague through in Group A, Napoli and Marseille in Group B, Milan and Dortmund in Group C. Group D was a bit of a group of death, which saw Bayern finish in third place. JonaDocks out last year as Inter and Man City qualified together. Thankfully, we can't get Guardiola's side. PSG and Villarreal through in Group E, Barca and Roma through in Group F. Of course, us and Leipzig together in Group G, and in Group H, it was Chelsea versus Real Madrid who finished as runners-up. Thankfully, we haven't got them. Fooled you. It's Roma. Roma. Not Jose Mourinho's Roma anymore, but AS Roma in the last 16. So, not an easy tie. I said this in the last episode. It's the Champions League. It's not going to be an easy tie whoever you face, but I'd say a little bit easier than our clash against Bayern last season. I put us as favourites to make the quarters there. So just before our following game away against Nottingham Forest, I've extended the contracts of the youngster, Ryan Healy, who does show some promise to be fair, and I've given a few minutes to this season, but also Joe Rodden as well. I know we could let him go on a free. I know he's now just a squad centre-half, but it's like with Jamal Lowe. I want him to retire as a Swan, so doesn't get a weekly wage increase, stays on the same contract, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll retire at the end of next season. He's still technically club-captain, so I don't want him to play anywhere else before he retires. Right, following game, away at the City Ground against Nottingham Forest, aim to bounce back here on the back of the draw and stay top of the table. Come on, you Swans. The thing is with Rodden as well, he's 81 rated. He's not even a bad centre-half. He's not going down just yet. I think he'll probably start going down next season, but for now, he's still doing all right. And whilst we don't necessarily need him per se, there's no harm in keeping him. As Tattoo hits it straight at New Bell, he turns it behind for a corner. Good start from the Swans, but looking for that breakthrough early as we aim to return to winning ways here, but keep our winning run going in the league. Oh no! Yes, well in Saliba. I do predict at some point this season he's going to have someone join him in the 90 club, including this man Charlie Connick, or on that right hand side Tattoo Oliver. They're both now 89 overall, obviously both academy grads, so you love to see that. And I do think at some point they'll both... Oh, great ball! Oh, what a finish! Hit 90 as well. Cracking finish from Ferguson now. And it's 10, or no, it's 11 for the season, I think now. Pacho, lovely ball through that to Nusa. And... ooh. Booking for Lewis O'Brien, and correct decision as well, diving in. As we still lead by one. We've got the Carabao Cup quarterfinal in the week against Fulham, and whilst I would like a couple of starters out there, I will rest the majority of my team, but a second goal means I can take off a couple of starters. Oh, Ferguson hits the post, and it should have been right there. Chance remains alive. João Gomez tests his luck. Easy save. Still 1-0. That's a nice ball through by Mendoza, that. Yusuf off the bench. It's a subs link up, and there it is. There it is. It was coming. It was coming. And as the subs combine to roll it through to Evan, that will do it. Swans make it 2-0. 12th of the year for Evan Ferguson. And another 3 points in the winning run in the league. Yep, easy money, boys. Ferguson at the double, and Swansea make it 6 wins in a row in the Premier League to stay top of the table. And for Manchester City, no luck catching them Swans then. Well, it's just the one Swan actually, but we're still going to stay 4 points clear. Right, next up, Fulham in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Heading into this, I would say we're probably the favourites to go and win it. And to be honest, whilst I'm downplaying it a little bit, a quadruple is definitely on this season. Got to make the final 4 though first by getting through this round. Come on, you Swans. I picked a few starters out there tonight as well. It'll be gutting to go out here knowing that we're one round away from the two-legged semis. There's still a couple of... In fact, there is an all-championship affair between Hull and Watford. So if we were to make it through this and hypothetically be drawn against one of those two teams, I won't say it's an easy route to Wembley, but it's an easier route. So don't want to bottle it here. As Sekou gets away and should finish and hits the bar. Not sure the keeper got a touch on that, but woodwork rattled, Fulham escape. Easy. Canuna win that, mate. Yep, well done. And Sekou goes down and stays down. Good aggressive start. Instead of getting a goal to show for it, we've got an injury. We might get a goal as well with Anton Canoonan! Anton Canoonan does it again. The sixth man clips the woodwork just like he did in Lisbon and finds the opening goal. Absolutely beautiful strike. Boom in now like AK, 6 men like AK, 2 girls and they get along like I'm AK. A goal and should have been an assist for Mendoza off the bench as well. Put it well wide of that far post there. Still leading by 1, 32 minutes to go. But I think we'll be alright. That second goal is on the cards if we stay in attack mode, and that will all but do it. 10 to go. Still time. And again, don't forget, in the Carabao Cup, goes straight to pens. And the scores are level after 90. So Fulham would certainly have a chance on the spot kicks to make it through. And again, we haven't really caused us any problems at all. All we've got to do is just stay composed right now. And we'll be alright. It's Jordan off the bench. It's Bangura in the middle. He's got Dylan. Boz continues his run. Takes it in his stride. And Canoonan wraps it up. 6 man like AK. Gives us the dagger with the brace. And progress to the final 4. Yeah, I had some starters out there tonight just in case I need them. But in the end, it was the leader of the second unit, the 6 man AK, bagging the brace and sending us into the final 4. So let's see what we got. We'll also see injury for Koita as well and see how bad that was. Manchester United overcame Burnley, so they survived a scare on Boxing Day. Chelsea also made it through, so both of the traditional big 6 made it through, as did we. And it was Hull in the end who overcame Watford in the all-championship affair. So fingers crossed it will be Hull in the semis, but I got a feeling it's going to be Manchester United. And it is indeed Manchester United in the final 4 as Chelsea will take on Hull City. Bring on Erik ten Hag's side in the final 4. And unfortunately for Koita, it was indeed the dreaded broken toe, the classic career mode injury. 3 months, we won't see him again until late March. Real shame as well, because he's been solid this year again in limited game time. Right, following game, final 1 of December. Liverpool at home as we go to stay top of the table and try and pull away from the chasing pack. Come on, you Swans. Gomez. Oh, play advantage there, please, ref, because there's a great chance on the breakaway here. Connick to... wonderful, wonderful move. And Ferguson has Alisson doing the running man and smashes past him to make it 1-0. Another goal for Evan as he tries to get that goal-to-game ratio on par for a 40-goal season. It's February and EA still haven't fixed goalkeepers doing that, man. 13 for the year though for Ferguson. Swans in front. Into the final 15, still leading by 1. And like we talked about earlier, sometimes you just need to grind it out. And right now, that is exactly the case. Just trying to stay composed. See out these 3 points. That's a good kick by Clark. And kind of keep running. Oh, wonderfully. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from the academy grads. And it's conical wrap. That's a wonderful goal, that. Absolutely wonderful goal. And he says it's about time we get ourselves the second that will wrap it up. That's a building from the back, that. That's a wonderful goal. And the 3 academy grads, Clark, Connick and Tattoo, all getting in on the action. 2-0 Swansea, points in the bag. And that is going to do it. And there's double the celebrations in the dressing room because after Eddie Howe's side beat Man City 3-1, that means we've now gone 6 clear of our now closest competitors, Arsenal, and 7 clear of Man City as the January window has just opened. So I said, you know, as the window opens now, that we might have to make a new signing in this window with just over £27 million in the budget. But to be honest, I often use this phrase, why mess with a winning formula? Right now, our undefeated run has been extended even more so. I think we've now won 8 in a row in the Premier League, stretching back to that 2-0 loss at home to Arsenal as well. So there's no need to do anything major. And really, I wouldn't see there's any reason to do anything minor either. Scott Clark with a monster bid from Real Sociedad, 100 mil. But he's holding his own there in this Swansea team as our new number one. So I'm going to block those offers. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is give him a new contract. Yep, he might have 2.5 years left on his deal. But I talked about this before. Players, they very rarely ask for more money. And that's something that I would like to see players do, especially youth players. Youth players are totally fine being on like min contracts, despite the fact they're now becoming some of the best players as well. Scott Clark is 87 overall. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and he's only on 10 grand a week. Now, don't get me wrong, 10 grand a week to me would be life-changing money and then some. But whilst you'll see here in the player overview and stats screen, in the status section of the Squad Hub, he's got a thumbs down for contract. He still hasn't asked for one, and I feel as though that's something that I'd like to see A do more. You know, basically just say, for younger players, when they've developed to a good enough level, when they've become starters, when they've got a pedigree as now becoming one of the best players in Europe, I think I deserve a bit more money, and Scott Clark definitely does. Whilst he hasn't asked for one, we are going to give him a more realistic contract, if you will, which right now I would say 87 overall, 22 years old, probably deserves about double what he's just asked for there. So we're going to bump it up to, I'd say realistically probably around 75 to 80 grand. So we'll go 75 grand initially for his first big contract and an extra 3 years on the deal as well. Scott, happy with that one. Our new number one staying, averaging 1 clean sheet in every 2 games. And looking no stranger to top level football, even though it's his first in the Champions League. He's been sublime this year. Right, let's do one more, because after this will be the official halfway stage. West Ham away. I seem to always lose here, but a win could possibly send us even further clear at the top, as we're going to pull away from the Gunners and Manchester City. Come on, you Swans. West Ham away has become one of my most difficult games of the season in the Premier League. I don't know if you guys are the same as me. You know, you've got those teams that are your bogey teams. You always seem to struggle against them, especially when you're in their backyard. West Ham for me. Maybe my Millwall connections as Ferguson rattles the crossbar is one of the reasons why. They always up the intensity when they know the Doxy boys in town. But yeah, West Ham for me, I find them such a hard team to play against. I've gone on record saying that David Moyes to me has done amazing work at West Ham in real life. He's built a good team here in the save as well. But I just can never seem to win consistently at this ground here, no matter how well I'm playing. Great start, but still we search for the opener. Corner right before the break. Tattoo demanding it quickly off the ball boy or girl, wanting to give us one last chance to get us the opening goal. Oh, which we would have done so had it not been for a fabulous save by Chevalier. Evan gets up well. But it's a wonderful, wonderful save that to keep it at 0-0. Reactionary stop. And it means we'll head into the break. Oh, what a goal! In front! Courtesy of a screamer from Charlie Connick. Final chance and a half, and he's just belted one in to give us the deserved opener in London. Corner headed away, but Charlie, great first touch under pressure on the chest, then knocks it onto himself, and what a goal! In off the post, giving no chance for the ex-Hertha Berlin goalkeeper. That is a wonderful, wonderful goal from Charlie, and I said it won't be long before he hits 90. We'll have to finish at a 90 rated player to be proud of. 9 for the year, Swans in front. I'm sorry guys, because I know what you're all thinking. I know some of you have probably started typing your comment. Ex-Hertha Berlin goalkeeper docs. Since when? Maybe since your Football Manager save, but not in real life. I don't think he's ever stepped foot in Berlin in his entire life, this geezer, let alone play for the team. No, my apologies. That's oh, that's got to be a straight red. That's a straight red card. Awful, awful tag from behind there. We've all been there. We've all been there. He played for Hertha Berlin in my Bournemouth Football Manager save last year. He's never played for them in real life. We've all been there. Come on, don't act like you've not done this before. You've seen a player for a team for, hang on a second, why are they not starting X? Well, it's because X doesn't play for that team. He only plays for them in your Football Manager or your FIFA career mode save. We've all been there. Oh dear. Moreira down the right, West Ham down to 10. Points should be in the bag now as he tries to test. Oh, the X. Lille goalkeeper, but fires it wide. Saliba, Garner, Ferguson, Connick for 2. And double digits for the season. Mr. Charlie Connick, bought back from Dortmund for the massive club record £150 million transfer fee. And there might be some raised eyebrows after only just 6 months in the Bundesliga. But I said, trust me, man, this guy's worth even more than that. Homegrown, academy graduate, superstar, Charlie Connick with his second. Did anyone just catch that? Where can I quickly select him? Has he still got his? No, he's not. Ethan and Paddy just ran onto the pitch in his tracksuit. I don't know if anyone just caught that on that animation. Oh, it's all going off today. What an episode, man. Amazing goals, big wins, and Ethan and Paddy forgetting to strip off his tracksuit before going onto the pitch. I wish he would have stayed with the tracksuit on. He was looking like Trouser Man from my FIFA 13 career mode. Goodness gracious, that's a reference for anyone that's been here for a while. Oh, wonderful dribbling, a wonderful finish. And West Ham have got themselves a goal back. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. We've been in control for the most part, and I think we'll be alright. 8 to go, just got to see this out. Last chance for West Ham, just got to see this out. Come on, come on. Don't throw it away. Been largely in control up until that point. Flamingo loses the header. Great save by Scott Clark. And it's kept in play, but cleared by Flamingo. Oh, no. That's just deflected off the arm of James Garner, hasn't it? Okay, hold on. Last chance. Get Flamingo on the line. Whee! And it's hooked over the bar. And it's not going to matter. A bizarre game. Whilst we did lose the clean sheet late, we hold on for the 3 points and extend the undefeated and winning run in the Premier League as well. The Swans grind it out to stay top of the Premier League table. And so, as we get back to the main menu, we shall end today's episode off with a look at the player stats halfway through Season 7, where right now Erling Haaland with 17 goals in 19 is 4 clear of Evan Ferguson in the race to the Golden Boot. But Connick's brace there in the win against West Ham does put him in the top 6 with 10 in 16. Great ratio for our new big money signing coming back from Dortmund. As for the assist title, right now he's leading the way for that as it's a Swansea 1-2-3. I love seeing that so much, man. He's got 10 to go along with the 10 goals as well, and Ferguson and Oliver have 7 apiece as well in second and third place too. And as for the race to the Golden Glove, whilst I might have lost a clean sheet late there with Scott Clark, he still leads the way, 3 clear of Alisson with 9 in 19, and justifying that big bumper wage increase, no doubt. And as to the Premier League table, it does remain a 6-point gap on Arsenal and 7 clear of Manchester City, but right now we are still favourites to retain our Premier League title with 15 wins in 19 and not a single draw. Well, this is a far cry from the Season 2 Swansea where we set a record for most draws in a season. We might go the whole season without having a single one in the Premier League. How things change over the course of an RTG. But that will do it for today's episode of the RTG Career, guys. So big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I'll see you for the next episode where we'll play both legs of our Carabao Cup semi-final away and at home against Manchester United. The FA Cup third round against Morecambe that should be a banker. And also we still might make some big transfers with 27 million in our budget. Have a great day. Much love. And I'll see you for the next episode very soon.